Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Echosphere English. I'm Maya, and today we're talking about daily routine. Yeah, the ordinary, everyday stuff that somehow feels hard to describe when someone asks, "So, what's a typical day like for you?" We're going to make that question easy and even a little fun. By the way, quick joke to start. Imagine a robot with 3 functions: wake up, eat, sleep. That's how some of us feel when we try to speak about our day. Today, we'll upgrade the robot with lots of natural English. Ready?
Hey everyone, I'm Diego. As a productivity coach and a former English learner, I totally know that frozen feeling when someone asks about your day. Today, I'll share realistic routines and simple phrases you can copy. Let's make your everyday English sound like you, not like a textbook.
Perfect. So, first little idea. We'll move from weak answers like I wake up, I go to work, I come home, to stronger, more natural answers like on a typical weekday, I wake up around 7, hit snooze once or twice, then drag myself out of bed and make coffee. See the difference? It tells a small story and shows personality. That's what we're aiming for.
Right. Daily life is actually the foundation of real conversation. Everyone has a routine. Wake up, eat, move around, work or study, relax, sleep. It doesn't matter if you're in Brazil, Canada, Japan, or Nigeria. There's always a version of this. So it's perfect for small talk and for making English feel personal.
And it's not about being perfect. It's about sounding natural and confident. Today, we'll cover vocabulary, useful phrasal verbs like hit snooze, sleep in, get stuck in traffic, catch up on, and expressions like wind down or call it a day. Plus, we'll do pronunciation and small practice moments so you can repeat and feel comfortable. Diego, quick question for you. Are you more of a morning person or a night owl?
I'm more of a morning person, generally. I like to get a little done before the day fills up. But I still hit snooze sometimes.
Honesty. All right, let's jump into the first big part, the morning routine. We'll take it step by step.
The alarm, the most loved and hated sound.
So, Diego, be honest. When your alarm goes off, what's the first thing you do?
Okay, don't judge me. Usually I hit snooze.
Of course you do. Let's explain that. To hit snooze means you press a button on your alarm to make it stop for a few minutes, and then it rings again later. So instead of getting up at 6 a.m., you tell yourself, just 5 more minutes. Those 5 minutes often turn into, what, Diego?
15, maybe 20.
Classic. Listeners, you can say, I hit snooze twice this morning, or I always hit snooze on Monday mornings. It's a natural phrase.
Another useful set of verbs here. Wake up versus get up. Wake up means open your eyes. Get up means leave the bed. I wake up at 6:30, but I don't get up until 6:45. Simple but important.
Good point. And there's sleep in. Stay in bed longer than usual, often on weekends. And oversleep. Wake up later than you planned. Example, on Sundays, I like to sleep in, but one time I overslept and missed my morning class. Not fun.
We also have colorful verbs for getting out of bed. Drag myself out of bed, roll out of bed, or jump out of bed if you're full of energy. Drag myself out of bed is very common and very relatable.
Exactly. You can say, I could barely drag myself out of bed because it was so cold. Okay, after you get up, what happens? For many people, there's the shuffle to the kitchen.
Shuffle, yes. That's when your pace is slow and your feet barely lift from the floor. You're still half asleep, right?
Right. Half asleep, half awake. And then coffee. Coffee is life. I need coffee to wake up properly.
Right. Coffee is fuel, half awake, half awake. And then coffee. Coffee is life. I need coffee to wake up properly. You can say, I make myself a cup of coffee, or I grab a coffee on my way to work. Brew coffee is another option.
let's talk about phone habits. Check my phone, scroll through Instagram, scroll through TikTok, or scroll through the news. It's so easy to get sucked in and lose track of time. You tell yourself 2 minutes, and suddenly 30 minutes are gone.
Yep. I try to avoid screens first thing. I tell myself I try not to look at my phone until after breakfast. That's present continuous for a temporary plan. Useful phrase.
Good grammar tip there. Okay, next, getting ready. Take a shower, brush my teeth, brush my hair, get dressed. You can say, I get ready for work. This covers all those actions. Some people throw on clothes if they're in a hurry, or pick out an outfit if they like planning.
And exercise. Do some light stretching, go for a quick run, meditate for 10 minutes, or journal. A soft phrase to use, I like to ease into my day. It means you start slowly and gently. Nice to use if you want a calm image.
Music can set the tone. Put on some music, set the mood, set the vibe. I often listen to a podcast while I get ready. Meta moment. Diego, do you ever put on music when you're getting ready?
Yes, upbeat music in the morning makes me feel more motivated. If I choose chill music, I'm calmer. It's basically choosing your morning vibe.
Nice. Quick practice. Listeners, describe your morning in 3 sentences in your head and use one of these. Hit snooze, drag myself out of bed, scroll, get ready, sleep in. Ready? Great. Now let's move to the commute.
Commute. The journey from home to work or school. Everyone's commute is different. Drive, take the bus or train, walk, bike, or work from home. No physical commute at all. That last one is a dream commute. Bedroom to desk in 10 seconds.
Diego, how do you commute?
I drive, and it usually takes about 35 to 40 minutes. Some mornings I get stuck in traffic.
Get stuck in traffic. Super common phrase. It means you can't move or you move very slowly because of too many cars. When that happens, people often feel frustrated. But you said you make the most of it. What's your trick?
I listen to podcasts or audiobooks. Sometimes I practice English. I turned a negative into an opportunity. Make the most of it means using a situation in the best possible way.
Nice. And I take the metro most days, public transport. Sometimes it's crowded, sometimes it's calm. I like to people watch. Diego, do you ever make little stories about strangers when you people watch?
All the time. I'll think, that person is going to a job interview, or that one looks like they had good news. It's a creative way to pass time and practice English descriptions in your head.
Good practice idea. While you commute, try describing scenes around you in simple sentences. There's a man reading a book. The bus is crowded. I'm listening to a podcast. Small sentences are great speaking practice.
And quick safety note, if you drive, don't look at your phone. Use audio, podcasts, audiobooks, or music. If you're a passenger, you can read or scroll, but drivers, audio only.
Cultural note, commutes vary. In some big cities, long commutes on trains are normal. In many US cities, people mainly drive. In some European cities, bikes and public transit are common. In some places, commuting can be over an hour each way. These differences are excellent small talk topics. Where do you commute from? Leads to great conversation.
Good. Now we arrive at work. What does the workday look like? Let's go through arrival, focus, breaks, and finishing up.
When you arrive, you might sign in or clock in if your job uses a time clock. Often you'll settle in, get comfortable, and prepare to work. Some people grab another coffee. Diego, guilty?
Guilty. I need fuel to function. But I try not to open my email right away because it overwhelms me. Instead, I look at my to-do list and pick my top 3 priorities.
Priorities are your most important tasks. Choosing 3 helps you focus. I also teach the idea of diving into the hardest task first. Diving into means to start with full focus. Then you protect your morning for deep work. No email, no phone notifications.
Deep work is crucial. Get in the zone, put your phone on silent, and concentrate without interruption. Say, I put my phone on silent and go into focus mode. It's natural English for concentrated work time.
During the day, you'll use lots of practical verbs. Tackle a problem, catch up on emails, fall behind, stay on top of your work. And there are common routines like meetings. Stand-up meetings are short daily team check-ins and collaborative work with colleagues.
Don't forget breaks. Take a break, take a coffee break, stretch my legs. For lunch, have lunch, grab lunch, pack my lunch, order in, eat at my desk. Social phrases. I like to catch up with my coworkers during lunch, or we sometimes eat together in the cafeteria.
And the afternoon slump. Everyone knows it. The afternoon slump is usually around 2 or 3 p.m. Your energy drops and your brain feels foggy. You can say, I hit the afternoon slump. How do you handle it, Diego?
I accept it and do lighter tasks. Reply to emails, schedule meetings, organize files. Also, grab a snack or take a short walk. Work with your energy, not against it.
Exactly. Don't try to power through nonstop. That often leads to burnout. Burnout means being so exhausted and stressed for a long time that you feel drained. It's heavy, so pacing yourself and taking breaks helps avoid it.
As you wrap up, finish up, tie up loose ends, call it a day and head home. Before leaving, you might tidy your desk and write a short to-do list for tomorrow. I usually call it a day around 6 and head home.
Nice. Now the evening, coming home, changing gears, food, relaxing and preparing for bed.
When you get home, you can say get home or arrive home. We usually say get home without to. Change into something comfy, kick off my shoes, put on sweatpants or fuzzy socks, little rituals that help you switch off from work.
Switch off and unplug. Stop thinking about work and disconnect from devices. Many people find it helps to change clothes right away because it signals your brain that work is over. Diego, do you have an evening ritual?
I like to make dinner or sometimes order takeout if I'm tired. Then I wind down, watch something light, read, or do a hobby. Wind down means slowly relax and calm down after being busy. It's a peaceful phrase.
Dinner verbs. Cook dinner. Fix dinner. This is more informal in American English. Heat up leftovers. Throw something together if you're in a hurry. And cultural note, dinner time varies. Some people eat at 6, others at 8. That's a good small talk detail. What time do you usually have dinner?
Evening activities are great conversation material. Watch Netflix, binge watch a show, play video games, read a book, go for a walk, work out, call my parents. Call my parents, important. Many learners mention video calls as part of their evening routine.
Planning for tomorrow helps with sleep. Check my calendar, write down top 3 priorities, lay out my clothes, pack my bag. When your planning is done, you can relax more easily. Try, I like to write a short plan for tomorrow before bed.
Sleep vocabulary. Get ready for bed, change into pajamas, brush my teeth, set my alarm. Go to bed means lie down. Fall asleep is when you actually start sleeping. Be a night owl, stay up late. Be an early bird, wake up early. Toss and turn means you can't sleep well.
Screen habits matter. Many sleep experts recommend avoiding screens at least 30 minutes before bed because the light can make it harder to fall asleep. Try putting your phone away 20 minutes before bed tonight and see how it feels. Many challenge.
Great challenge. Okay, let's do an extended vocabulary recap now. Short definitions and example sentences to help learners remember. I'll say the phrase and you give the quick definition and an example, Maya. Ready?
Ready? Hit snooze.
Press the alarm snooze button to sleep a little longer.
Example, I hit snooze 3 times this morning.
Drag myself out of bed. Force myself to get out of bed slowly. Example, I could barely drag myself out of bed because it was so cold.
Sleep in. Stay in bed longer than usual, often on weekends. Example, on Sundays, I like to sleep in.
Oversleep. Wake up later than planned. Example, I overslept and missed my bus.
Scroll. Move your finger up or down on your phone to look at posts or videos. Example, I told myself I'd only scroll for 5 minutes, but it was half an hour.
Get stuck in traffic. Be delayed because of many cars. Example, I got stuck in traffic and was 10 minutes late.
Make the most of it. Use a situation in the best way possible. Example, I make the most of my commute by listening to a podcast.
People watch. Quietly observe people around you. Example, I like to people watch on the metro and think about their stories.
Dive into a task means start with full focus. Example, after coffee, I dive into my most important task.
Afternoon slump, that low energy part of the day. Example, I hit the afternoon slump, so I keep healthy snacks at my desk.
Power through. Keep working even when you're tired. Example, I was exhausted, but I powered through and finished my report.
Burnout, become very exhausted and stressed for a long time. Example, after weeks of intense work, I nearly burned out.
Switch off. Stop thinking about work and relax. Example, after work, I switch off by listening to music and cooking dinner.
Wind down. Slowly relax before bed. Example, I wind down by reading for 20 minutes.
Nice recap. Now a little pronunciation and natural speech section, short and useful. In casual spoken English, people often use gonna for going to, wanna for want to, and gotta for got to. For example, I'm gonna grab a coffee, or I want to sleep in on Sunday. These are natural in speech, but usually not for formal writing.
Nice recap. Now, a little pronunciation and natural speech section, short and useful. In casual spoken English, people often use gonna for going to, wanna for want to, and gotta for got to. For example, I'm gonna grab a coffee, or I want to sleep in on Sunday. These are natural in speech, but usually not for formal writing.
And small connected speech tips. Gonna, wanna, gonna. Use them in casual speech. But in a job interview or email, say going to, want to, and have to. Simple guideline.
Okay, common mistakes, quick fixes. First, don't say arrive to home. Natural, I get home at 6 or I arrive home at 6. Second, wake up versus get up. Remember that difference? Third, add S in the simple present for he, she, it. He goes to work at 8, not he go to work at 8. Fourth, avoid overusing and then. Mix in after that, next, later, in the afternoon. Fifth, use richer verbs. Have breakfast instead of eat breakfast. Grab a snack instead of eat something. Head home instead of go home.
Great tips. Now a longer interactive exercise, the guided visualization. Close your eyes if you can.
Imagine your morning tomorrow. Now describe each step in English in your head. I open my eyes, I hit snooze, I drag myself out of bed and shuffle to the kitchen. I make coffee, I check my phone, I get ready for work. Use one phrasal verb. Open your eyes. How did that feel?
Listeners, one fun activity is the 2 versions game. Version 1, basic. I wake up, I eat, I go to work. Version 2, rich. On a typical weekday, I wake up around 7, hit snooze once, drag myself out of bed, brew a cup of coffee, and catch the 8 o'clock bus. Try both and see how much more natural the second version sounds. Post your 2 versions in the comments.
Homework prompts.
Small and practical. Prompt 1. Describe your commute in 2-3 sentences using at least one of these: get stuck in traffic, make the most of it, people watch, catch up on podcasts. Prompt 2. Are you a morning person or a night owl? Tell us in 1 or 2 sentences. Prompt 3. What's one evening habit that helps you switch off? Use wind down or unplug. These are doable and valuable.
Before we close, a personal note from both of us. Diego, what's one honest tip you learned as a language learner about talking about your day?
When I was learning, I practiced short sentences about my day every night. Small, repeated practice helped me feel ready when someone asked. Also, don't aim for perfection. Aim for clarity and personality. People like real stories more than perfect grammar. That helped me a lot.
That's so true. For me, students gain confidence when they add one detail to each sentence. Instead of I go to work, try I usually take the train to work and listen to a podcast. One small detail sparks conversation. Keep adding little bits. Makes you sound more human.
One more practical experiment. Tonight, try no screens for 20 minutes before bed. Read a bit, stretch, or journal. Tomorrow, tell us in the comments how it felt. Small changes create new language to talk about.
Okay, final speaking practice. I'll say 3 model sentences slowly. Repeat them out loud or in your head and try different speeds. First, on a typical weekday, I wake up around 7 and hit snooze once or twice. Second, I usually take the subway to work and use the time to listen to a podcast. Third, in the evening, I like to wind down by reading a few pages of a book and then go to bed. Great.
You did well. Remember, daily routine language gives you something to say in small talk, helps you show personality, and gives you practice with phrasal verbs and natural expressions. Try the mini challenges tonight.
Before we go, call to action. In the comments, write 2 to 3 sentences about your typical day, using at least one phrase we talked today. For example, my day starts at 7 a.m. I always hit snooze once. Then I drag myself out of bed and make coffee. Or, I get stuck in traffic every morning, so I make the most of it by listening to English podcasts.
We read every comment and we love seeing your progress. If you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. These help us reach more learners. And share this episode with a friend who's learning English. Learning together is more fun.
One last question for you listeners. What's one small thing you can do tomorrow to make your day a little better? Maybe wake up 10 minutes earlier for a calm breakfast. Maybe take a short walk during lunch. Maybe put your phone away before bed. Tell us in the comments.
All right, friends, thank you so much for spending part of your day with us here on Ecosphere English. Keep practicing, keep showing up, and remember, progress, not perfection. Maya?
We'll see you in the next episode. This is Maya.
And this is Diego.
And you've been listening to Ecosphere English. Bye!
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. See you next time.